What's up, everyone? Welcome to Intoxicated Opinions. We just tried some whiskey, just tried some rum. We brought our second guest on the show, Lieutenant Williams, behind us here. He is going to help us navigate some issues. And
if you want to, you can introduce yourself.
Yeah, Bernard Williams. Worked with this gentleman. That's where the lieutenant comes from Detroit, Michigan, and about to.
AKA Boss Man. Hey, he comes in, you stand at attention. You know what I'm saying?
Not mad at him.
Anyway, what are we talking about tonight?
You said male birth control.
Our podcast rolling?
Yeah. Everything's
right.
good.
Bro, we've been trying to talk about male birth control for like 3 weeks. Every time we do it, you get off topic.
I get off topic. Okay, go ahead.
Or guests that I bring over in.
I'll let you start it. Go ahead.
I'm here to ask your opinion. What you mean? Go ahead.
I don't think we have enough forms of birth control. I think we need as many as women have.
That's a long list.
What, 30?
How could you even male birth control men in 30 ways?
I mean, just give us different options.
You can get snipped. You can stay abstinent. You could be gay.
Snip is not reversible all the time.
It is.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I looked it up. It's not always reversible.
If they mess up.
Well, if you don't get diffused, you can be reversed.
You mean when they burn it?
Yeah, if they don't burn it, you're good.
Oh, see, yeah, that's too much. That's too much.
I mean, if they just use the scissors, and you're right back in there.
But they got a gel they could just inject in, and then when you're done, they'll inject behind the gel something that dissolves the gel. Then you're back to square one. I agree, that's a lot. I don't want anyone by my testicles injecting or cutting. I've been scared to. That's why I got so many kids, bro.
They got sunscreen.
Sunscreen?
Yeah, the Europeans, bro. They're some kind of like sunscreen. You rub it on you.
So it's 95% effective.
Yeah.
What's that?
Majority.
Yeah.
We go majority. 95%.
What are you talking about?
Sunscreen.
Yeah.
It's real. It's a real birth control?
I believe so.
Yeah.
A lotion you put on your body. Do you put it on the tallywhacker?
Will eventually become reality. It's a male pill, and it's supposed to be 95% effective. That's not as high as like females. There's like 99.5.
He said a sunscreen, a lotion.
Well,
or maybe that's the slang name for it.
Either way, pills or not.
Okay.
I'd take a pill.
I would too.
You sure?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, they did a survey that said 4 out of 5 men would be okay taking a pill if it was an option, but it's not an option.
All right.
Why is it not an option?
Why don't we have like pills, things that we can, shots or patches, stuff like that we can do in order to prevent us from having children?
Is there a reason women get the focus on prevention versus men? I guess it's a good route to go.
Well, they have all the parts. I mean, we're in it for like 10, maybe 15 minutes tops, and then we out, and then they got to deal with everything else that comes.
That's longer than him.
Also, I think maybe all you need is 2 minutes. What are you talking about?
Heavyweight fights.
10 minutes for what?
If you're in the right mind state, you can be done. You can cross the finish line in like 2 or 3 ins and outs.
You trying to run a marathon, right?
I'm trying to get repeat business.
Yeah.
I don't know about running a marathon.
See, but you're single, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're in a different business than we are, right?
I'm trying to keep a customer base. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
we're definitely trying to make sure everybody is satisfied and in a great time frame.
I'm going on 35. I'm not trying to run a marathon. Don't you be getting tired?
It just depends, Sometimes
Because listen, I go to the gym about 6 in the morning. I go to work. I come home.
Well, you're just lazy. We've already determined that you're just lazy.
By the time it's time, I'm like, dang, I'm pretty tired. My abs hurt from the workout earlier that day.
Nah.
If you want to get on top,
bro, you're just getting older, and your maleness is going down. your aggressiveness is going down.
Your libido sleeping.
Yeah. You know, your estrogen is kicking in.
I refuse to accept that as a appropriate answer.
So it's different. You
Okay,
know.
so I thought there was.
We only have 4 ways.
What's
we
4?
have the clip, we have abstinence, we have a condom.
Hold up. You just throwing stuff out there.
Clip.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Vasectomy.
vasectomy. We can get a vasectomy. We can abstain from sex. We can wear condoms. And is it just 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For now.
Maybe just 3.
Well, the clip and burn.
No.
I mean, those are
2 poles. That's number 4.
No,
never an option.
That's not even an option.
It is.
Maybe for you.
I don't think I've ever really sat around and been like, you know what? I don't want kids anymore, so I'll just.
I don't even think that ever came across in my mind.
I don't think this happened.
Yeah, never in my mind has that came across.
I'm just saying, gay men don't have this problem.
If you like to fight swords, then
Lesbians don't have this problem. It's a man and a girl. So I'm just throwing an option out there.
But lesbians and gay men also, they all want kids. I mean, most of them. So how they gonna get them? Unless you, I, or my man here are out there doing their thing and.
But like, hey, I don't want this kid. We'll pass it on.
Yeah.
Pass it on.
No, you had a baby, but I don't want nothing to do with it.
So basically, you
send it up for adoption.
You pro-life.
You're a donor.
Yeah, you're pro-life and a donor. See?
Oh, okay.
That's a good way to look at these deadbeat dads.
Deadbeat.
Pro-life.
I've done changed a little. I done changed a little on that aspect of deadbeat dads.
Why?
There's a lot of reasons why people are deadbeat dads.
Not a lot.
Usually the baby mama. Usually the woman you choose or picks makes it very difficult to be a.
But shouldn't you kind of know that going in?
You would hope, but in cases of kids brought up in not the best environments, a lot of times they don't have that direction, don't have that, that male figure to let them know that this is the way you choose or vet a young lady. And so a lot of times the consequences is vetting the wrong woman. You could say women vet the wrong men sometimes too. So a lot of times it's just going back to the community or the environment that I was raised in, and we wasn't really taught how to vet women. We was just taught, smash and grab. Get in, get out.
Here's the thing. When I'm, 17, 18, 19, I'm going, whoever I meet, we have one goal, and I'm not trying to ask a bunch of questions or a history lesson and so I know that's my mind frame being that young, so that's probably other people's mind frames.
Yeah.
Hey, let me just find someone hot. Let me get it on. Bye.
Well, it's gonna be hot though.
Okay, let me just find something to put something in. I just need help crossing this finish line.
Yeah, I don't think we discriminate, especially younger.
No.
Yeah, we don't discriminate.
There's some questionable characters in everybody's closet.
Yeah. We at least got 1, 2 skeletons.
Oh, I know yours.
No, you don't.
Bro.
No, you don't know my skeletons.
Bro.
Trust me, you don't. you
remember Big Bertha?
No, I don't. I don't.
I would try to forget it too.
It's a reason why they skeletons. They could die in there.
Listen, I was under the impression the government purposefully focused on women being responsible for birth control over men. The answer may be because it's easier to neuter a girl versus spay a man, but in the same conversation, the government takes women's rights away. They don't take men's rights away. The government says, hey, women, it's up to you to have this child. The man, hey, if you get caught, if they know your name, your social, you're going to have to pay child support. If not, you're clear. You don't have to carry this baby. And so I'm just trying to figure out, is there government interference on male birth control building to a level where it's normal? You know what I'm saying?
I think the government puts. I think population control. I think that's a big thing.
They want more babies?
They want to control the population.
So they should birth control men, right?
No, you want to have more babies.
You've got men making the decisions. If I'm making the decision, I'd rather you take the danger than me take the danger.
That is a good way to look at it. Side effects.
Yeah. In 1812, when all this stuff was coming up, I mean, you know.
You got to think most men don't usually want to take any type of pills. We usually don't deal with doctors. Usually don't get checks.
No. As long as your plumbing works, you keep on moving.
Yeah.
It's when something major has happened to us before we go see a doctor, where women go twice a year easily.
Yeah.
Just because.
Yearly physicals all the time.
Yeah. And plus, they got to carry everything. So why would I risk sniffing myself if I don't have to carry anything? I've got no responsibility in this. She's got to carry it for 8 to 9 months.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
So they're going to put all the focus and onus on them.
So a good point. The lady does have to carry the baby. The men don't.
Right.
Does that mean the woman should have the most say over if she keeps the baby, if she gets rid of the baby, or not, or the man?
75-25?
60-40.
60-40?
Yeah.
Give me some circumstances on why the man should say, I want this kid or don't.
I think it should be equal.
And then that's 50-50. We don't carry it, though. It can't
Well,
be
as
equal.
far as I want this baby, I think, we should.
You have a say.
Like, if he wants the baby, why not just have it and give it to him?
She's got to take the consequences of carrying it. What happens if there's some kind of, medical something or other? What's the word I'm looking for? Complications.
There we go.
So then at that point, we would understand that that's her decision not to have the baby or not to bring the baby into the world. That's her decision. At the end of the day, it's all her decision. But I think we should have at least some input.
So, go ahead.
No, that's why I was like 25% is us. Like, hey, Sheila, I'm not going to be around in 6 months, so you and little Tink Tink there need to figure out life. I mean, you could say, nah, that's your point. I mean, you give her what's up front. Like, I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there. I want it or I don't want it. And then she's ultimately going to have to make that decision at the end. Well, probably sooner than the end.
Okay, so you asking me my honest opinion. My honest opinion is I think that we should men take more responsibility as far as who we sleep with and making sure that when we sleep with that person that we're ready for the consequences. But also I think that we should be able to absolve financial responsibility. At the end of the day, yeah, that's your choice. But if you decide to go through this and I don't want the baby, then I don't have nothing to do with it.
Financially either.
Financially.
No child support.
Yeah. Now, say 10 years later, I want to come back into the baby's life. That's going to be totally up to the mother to allow me to have any type of visitation, any types of right.
And so if you got a woman, if I got a woman pregnant and I
Right.
tell the woman, I don't want the child, here's money to get an abortion.
Right.
My 50% of this choice is no. If she decides to take the money, not get an abortion, still have the child, that's it.
The financial responsibility falls on her.
That's a bastard.
I mean, that's
The child.
a single
That's what
mother
Bobby
household.
by nature will call them are ghetto bastards.
That's a single mother household. But that's what she's choosing. That's her decision. I think that would stop a lot of women from making poor decisions. Trying to get pregnant by rappers, athletes, just men who are not going to be there.
Yeah, but then the flip side of it is, as you were saying earlier, your environment. What about those women and men that were raised in a society where the more kids you have, the better it is because the government's going to take care of you. You got Section 8 housing. Some of these houses are better than the houses I live in, and they paying $20 a month. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, and the government pays for all that.
So are you saying that the government shouldn't pay for it, that they should?
There should be a limit. Like if you've proven to me after kid 1 that you really can't maintain, then we as the government should step in and cut your ties to reproduce.
So then a lot of women would say that again, you're imposing men the patriarchy on women and saying that this is my body, but I don't have no choice.
But it should go the same way for men. If you get 2 kids and you ain't taking care of neither one of them, then we need to snip you too. So you're not creating more people out here in the world that are not productive members of society.
I feel you, but I think that's unfair to men because men face the brunt of not being labeled bad fathers. So men, we could lose our license, we go to jail, we have to pay child support. It's already consequences for men.
Yeah, but you're going to go out there, you got 2 kids by 2 different moms. What's stopping you from 3 or 4 more kids by 3 or 4 more moms?
Well, hopefully I don't get pulled over and then I go to jail and then I have to face my jail time.
You run that risk.
Yeah, but
and cats is willing to run that risk all the time. We know that.
That's fine, but they have consequences. But it's no consequence for a woman who decides to do the same thing.
Well, yeah, it is. She got to raise them.
Oh yeah,
but
that's a punishment.
But like you said, we have the government raising, and a lot of times
you get the government paying for it. You get them. She still got to raise them,
or got to be there.
Some of these parents are not raising their kids.
They gotta
be there.
Make sure they're safe. Make sure they eat.
Actually, they just got to maintain the home, and little Johnny or Taniqua could come and go as they please.
Right.
Sorry, Taniqua.
So are these kids being actually raised, or are they just being
born?
Yeah.
Maintained.
Yeah. I mean, to say raised, that puts it puts it in quotation. So he raises his son different than I would raise my son, or he raised his daughter different than I would raise. So how do we determine what's raising? If I'm a man that just falls on hard time and don't have a job and I can't do the things that I need, does that mean that I need to be clipped?
What's the time frame on that though? Are you talking about you fell on hard times for 6 months to a year? You were a provider before the economy went bad. You lost your gig. Yeah, that's understandable. But are you just saying, hey, you ain't had a 9 to 5 in 7-8 years, and you in the corner, and you've got nothing?
So those are the legalities that we fall under. Like, how do we put a time frame or a stipulation on it if it comes down to that? That's why I think it's just so broad, just to say, you get clipped or the government steps in.
Just should there be a panel? Like your community center panel. Like, everybody knows Johnny down the street. We know Johnny's either a deadbeat or he's not. So if that little circle says Johnny's a deadbeat, then buy Johnny.
I just think that moves us more towards the China way, where 1 kid per family. And if you have any more, you're gonna go to jail. You get.
Okay, listen to this idea. At birth, bro, I didn't even say my idea. What you laughing at? At birth, all men get a vasectomy. At birth, when you're an adult, 18, 21, maybe. I guess 21 is an adult now because you can't buy cigarettes until you're 21. You have to prove that you could handle the child financially. You have a willing partner that's thought about this together and agrees to have a child, and then they say, okay, we will reverse the vasectomy. Now you can have kids. You know how many teenage pregnancies that would prevent? How many people that are unprepared to have children? Shit, I was like 19 when I had my kid. I was
17.
17? Is that not a good idea or what? Is that an invasion of privacy? Is that taking away my rights or the rights of future men?
I think it just depends. It gets tricky. It's kind of like parents that want to clip their boys.
Circumcision?
Yeah, circumcision. It gets to be where, do you decide whether to have a circumcision.
Exorcism?
Too much alcohol.
There you go. Where you go. Or not. Like, I think that's up to the parents.
So it's up to me if I have a boy. No, I'm saying it doesn't need to be up to the parents. Now the government steps in. Hey, all males get vasectomy.
I'm not for the government stepping in and anything.
Then you end up with China all over again in the United States. Like, you having people having kids in alleys and, in back rooms and stuff like that, and then, or you
home births.
Yeah, and then you just say, "Yeah, we did it," and you
saying,
get a fake Vax card and just say, "Here it is."
I'm not saying there's a penalty. I'm just saying, how would you reverse a vasectomy at home? You know what I'm saying?
Well, you couldn't reverse it, but saying that you had one and not getting one.
Yeah.
Every child born from now on gets a vasectomy, and they have to prove that they are capable and responsible enough to have a child moving forward before they get it reversed.
At that point,
problem solved.
No, but you're gonna. What's the movie where the people you can't reproduce kids, and we give you cocoon kids and stuff like that? I mean, that's what we're going to end up going to if we do something like that. That's the next step.
You know, I was in the military, so I just think, what would the top say, and what does everyone else follow once the top decides?
Yeah, but
it was just an idea.
It's a good idea to an extent.
Yeah.
It's an idea.
I mean, it's not.
I mean, this is America.
How about
we're different from other countries.
My question is how they do it in other countries. You don't hear about teen pregnancy in Switzerland and the Netherlands and stuff like that, or it's not like an outbreak like it is in the United States. It's not an epidemic.
I wonder why.
I mean, because this is the age of feelings and
I wonder why other countries have teenagers that aren't having kids, trying to get an abortion.
They also teach sex ed in school. I mean, they raise their children. Plus, there's a 2-parent home, and 9 times out of 10. And in America, it's not really a 2-parent home. You're 50-50 at best for a mom-dad.
Right.
Biological. And 50-50 is probably pushing.
The mindset of American, especially women, is totally different now. Like, theirs is they want to be men. So they feel like they can sleep with whoever they want to sleep with, have sex with whoever they want to have sex with no consequences. If I do go get pregnant, I can go get it aborted. I mean,
Plan
Bs are
over the counter.
Yeah, like Tylenol.
They were, but I live in Missouri.
I live in Kansas.
Kansas is right across the street.
So Missouri,
like you can literally drive.
When
10 minutes,
you got hopscotch over there.
When
you can walk across a bridge and be in Kansas.
I get it. I get it.
It's a pogo stick.
It's a stone throw away. When the Roe vs. Wade thing was reversed, all the Walgreens and CVS's took off the Plan B in Missouri. Yeah, took them off the
they
shelf.
Just shipped them right across the street.
Silly. That don't make no sense. You know?
It does it, but
hey,
your backward state just did that to you. Plus, you got to look at Roe versus Wade. That was a great one. I don't think I have the right to tell any woman what to do with her body. Seriously. I mean,
I don't have the right to at all.
No.
I just feel like as men, it doesn't really, I don't really care because it negatively affects me if I do have a kid. Like, so I just want it to be equal. I want equal. If you can say you want to have this kid, then I can say I financially don't want to take responsibility for this kid. That's all I feel.
Be fair.
Yeah, it's just fair.
It's gonna be a fight to get there.
But feminism is not about fair. It's about power.
Here's the thing. I don't. We'll come out. I don't think it would be that much of a fight if you give women. Here's all your rights. You have everything you want to do. Bam. But the flip side of this coin is you now have every right you wanted. Every man has every right he wanted. If he doesn't want any part of this child, then he shouldn't be financially responsible for it. He's telling you up front, we wham bam, thank you, ma'am, and that's what it was. The consequences and actions that come after the fact, I don't really want to deal with. And we weren't planning on this. So I should be out.
Yeah.
It's like Shark Tank. And, I don't want your 50%, so I'm out.
I like that approach.
I love it.
I might not have no kids.
I'm just being serious. Like this is a day and age where we talk about mental health and how people feel and everything like that. People don't know the mental toll that it takes to have or go through with an abortion. A lot of people don't understand the process that it involves, especially when the baby is being torn apart.
And as men, we will never understand what that woman goes through to have that. I mean, you could be there and be side by side and make the trip and all that stuff, but you're not in the room and it's not your body. So I don't know what it does to her
right
psychologically down the road even. I mean, she might be cool today, but, you know, a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now.
Might be a regret.
Yep.
That was my argument, saying Leah Thomas couldn't be a real woman.
Well, we first.
I just want to throw that out there real quick.
I don't even
Leah
know.
Thomas.
You just hop, skipped, and jumped all the way to Leah Thomas to women's rights. We're talking about women, not about
Men that are women.
yeah.
If a man says he's a woman now. It's 2022.
No, that's not how it goes.
That
I
man
mean, you
could
can
be,
say you
You can
are
say
whoever
you
you
are.
want to be. You could be the Grinch.
Can I just get my digs in? We can keep it moving
Go
without
ahead.
addressing me, throwing in my
I'm
slime remarks.
just saying, don't try to make me believe these false beliefs. Don't change the dictionary for your feelings.
There's a whole bunch of people about to be mad.
So, I
They
don't
say they're women. They're a woman.
listen. You can say what you want. I don't have to feed into it and say that you are. You can say that. You can ask me to call you Harry if you're Susan, and I can call you Harry because it's a name. But you're not going to tell me to call you a he and you're a she. No, that's not going to happen.
I don't think it should be forced. Your gender, what's the word?
Identity.
Identity.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be forced upon me. That's your gender identity. It's not mine.
Yeah.
Mine's always going to be me. Yours should be you. And if you feel like deep inside of you there's a 5'8", blonde, blue-eyed woman in you, then I'm happy for you. Be who you are, but I don't have to
I'm gonna get on OnlyFans if that's true.
be that. You know, I don't have to live that fantasy.
Yeah.
I hear you, man.
And,
I hear you.
and it might not be a fantasy to them, but it, you know what I mean. That's their
That
reality.
might be who they feel like they are,
Yeah.
and that's fine.
but I shouldn't be forced
Yeah.
to live with that as well.
Yeah, not at all.
We got off topic because
I know, cause
I like to jab him in there.
You should have
sometimes.
did that.
I like to jab and move.
You know
I don't
that-
like to jab and stay in the hot
That hits
zone.
me right here. It hits me in my heart. I don't appreciate, that topic. I don't appreciate them trying to say that there's something that they're not. I think it's like the lady who said that she was black. Why can't she be black then?
Oh, that girl that was the
That was NCAA. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she got that off for like 10 years.
Yeah.
So I mean, you season your chicken. You got Lowry's at the house. Cool. Then you black. I mean, if that's how you really feel. And if you tan and you get that tan that you look like one of us, you can make chicken right, then I'm good with it.
There was a book called Black Like Me, and it was a white man. I may have told this story. It was a white man. He went to the doctor. He took certain pills that changed his skin pigment, paired with actually tanning, like going to a tanning salon. And it's called Black Like Me. Check it out. So he was a white man. He interacted with the community as a white man. Then he turned black, like dark black. And then he interacted with the same community as a black man. And they got to show him. He got to tell his perspective from being white versus black.
I want to know why I can't go to the tanning salon. How come when I walk in and be like, "Can I get a package?" and people look at me like I'm crazy? Like maybe my base coat, I want to get it back for
Yeah.
the summer.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you trying to
Because
get a little bit
black
warmer.
people lighten up in the winter.
They do.
What?
Yeah, I get lighter
Yeah,
in the
true.
winter. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe I want to, stay tan all year round too.
Yeah, I'm a like a mocha color in the summer, and then in the winter I'm like a Drake color. I don't identify as light skin.
You light skin.
No, I'm brown skin, brother.
I'm more caramel. These lights are. But I'm just saying, like, and there was Soul Man. There was a movie about that. Soul Man. What's my man? 3-letter name. C. Thomas Howell or whatever played the dude. And
Soul Man.
yeah, it's way back in the day.
He got a tan on?
Yeah, he had a full Jerry curl in this joint.
Oh, you're not talking about the Army movie.
No, not the Army movie. He was a white dude tried to get into Harvard and couldn't get in, and he could get in if he was African American, and so he sold it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Hey, I'm gonna have to watch that.
Dang, he taking opportunities away. Hold on now.
Hey, you
Hold
know
on
what?
now.
You know what? Yeah, don't. Let me use my
I think-
black privilege.
Yeah, C. Thomas Howell or somebody like that.
C. Thomas Howell. Yep, that's him.
Yeah,
So, man, you old.
I was a little kid when I saw it.
He's taking away from my black privilege.
I was born when it came out.
It was like I was like 13 or 14 watching it. You know? Like I was 35 watching this movie. Appreciate it.
There's other options for
Male birth control.
to men have. Yeah, for male birth control. I'm gonna say one is the withdrawal method is not 100%, but you can't have a baby if you in the back door. You know what I'm saying?
Throw babies.
You can't have a throw baby.
Hey,
you know what I'm
listen.
saying? So there's other options.
Listen, I'm all for the pull out method.
It don't work.
It's great.
It's
You just got to pull out.
yeah. You can't wait till the last stroke to pull.
Yeah,
out. You got to pull out.
you done already got that initial
listen.
skeet in, and now you mad,
yeah,
and then you trying to pull out. Like I pulled out. It was too late.
Yeah.
No, listen.
Yep.
Science says the pre-cum before you even
That's not always.
feel any is more potent than the actual.
But that's what I'm saying. You
gotta
can't
pull
wait
out.
till the last stroke to pull out. You got to go.
You
Bro,
gotta,
the
I say the
pre-cum.
last 10 strokes, right there at that 10 stroke mark, you got to be out of there.
yeah.
You know what the 10
You just got to
stroke.
finish it off yourself,
Can't
brother.
do it.
Or have her finish it off.
Can't do
Yeah.
it.
Tug and rub.
Hey, you should have.
I said, get off, get off, get off.
No.
You gotta, yeah, I've been there. hey, it's here. It's here. You know, you got to kind of.
Yeah.
And then they meant like, why you toss me off? Hey, I told you had to go.
You knew better.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Listen, the pull-out method has worked for me in past situations.
It's been around since
Yes.
the dawn of time, sir.
It's great. It's great.
Because they didn't have lambskin in 12 BC.
It's true. So if you don't want to get pregnant, or they may be doing.
But the real question I have right here for you
Uh-huh.
is Joseph practiced all kind of birth control, and yet Mary still got pregnant.
Good point.
That was a divine intervention.
Get the fuck
That
out.
was a divine intervention.
I'm just saying, like, how did Joseph feel at this? Did God ask Joseph, like, hey, you want to raise this little cat of mine, or did he not have a choice?
Joseph already knew. He ain't had no choice.
I don't know if he knew.
He ain't had no choice.
He just. I wanted to be there when this conversation started. Like, hey, Joseph, I got something to tell you. What's up, Mary? Coming in from the field, you know, bag of chef roll on his back. And she just was like, hey, I'm pregnant. And he's like, we ain't done it yet.
I think nowadays they call that a beta man.
Joseph?
Yeah, he would have been a beta.
But nowadays, you couldn't just become pregnant magically, you know what I'm saying?
Some lady said she got pregnant off the TV. And her husband bought that. He was overseas. It was some Inquirer type shit.
Golly.
What?
Yeah.
See, that would have segued
Dudes
off
are
into
stupid.
something. Yeah. I mean, you know,
Pregnant off the TV, huh?
it's the same way the baby come out white and you got two black parents. Or the baby
Or
come
it's
out black.
and you get two white
It's
parents.
just a skin discoloration.
You know, you could also do that little thing when you were, remember in science class with the roses. You just tell her, hey, you know, you got two roses, they're both red, but eventually down the line, one of them comes out white.
Kind of like an albino child.
Yeah. We didn't, meiosis and mitosis enough here that this kid just came out.
Hey, it happens, man.
That happened.
You know what? That girl could have got pregnant from the TV. You never know.
Or it looks
Those
like,
black parents could have had a white
looks
kid.
like the Uber Eats guy.
Listen, I'm gonna go on Jerry. I'm gonna give him $500 my travel, and I'm gonna go on Jerry, and we're gonna prove that this is not my kid. And you or Mari,
Maury.
yeah, and you can run to the
retired.
back to the couch.
Both of them retired.
Steve's still doing it, though.
Really?
Wilkos.
Dang,
You doing Steve?
you trying to make that money, huh?
Yeah, he holding on. He got fights and everything still.
Dang.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think abstinence would be the way to go? Do you teach your children abstinence?